Hey Pop Kids! For our story today, we're looking at another amazing story about Jesus. And today's story happened at a point when Jesus was starting to get pretty well known. Jesus was Jewish, so lots of Jewish people knew about him, of course, and so did the Romans, who were ruling over the Jewish people at that time. Jesus traveled from town to town, healing people who were sick and teaching people what it meant to follow him. Jesus was a friend to people who were considered outcasts. He also challenged the religious leaders who thought they had things all figured out. Now, our story picks up in a town where Jesus spent a lot of time, Capernaum. When Jesus entered Capernaum, he met a Roman commander. This commander had come to Jesus to ask for help. Oh, this gives me an idea. Hey, it's time for your favorite game show and mine. What happened next? I'll ask you questions and give you 3 possible answers. You have to decide which answer you think is correct. I'll count you down like this. 3, 2, 1. When I get to 1, everyone will guess their answer, but instead of saying A for the first answer, you'll make the sound of a windshield wiper. Like that. Let's practice. Ready? Oh, you got this. Nicely done. For the second answer, you'll make the sound of a turn signal like this. Let's try it. Sounds pretty good. And finally, for the third answer, you'll make the sound of an old-time car horn like this. Go ahead, you can try it too. A little more of the close enough. Just say honk honk if you're not sure. Nicely done. Now remember, the Roman commander had come to Jesus to ask for help. But why did the Roman commander approach Jesus? Remember, before you respond, I'll read all the answers and then count you down. Was it because his car had a flat tire? He wanted to order a pizza? Or his servant was sick? You think about the answer. Remember, I want to hear in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I heard some of those car horn noises. Perfect. Let's see if you're right. The Roman commander said to Jesus, "Lord, my servant lies at home and can't move. He's suffering terribly." Well, the commander was worried about his servant. He cared about this man and wanted him to get better. The commander had heard about the miracles Jesus had performed, so he came to see if Jesus might do something to help. Ready for another question? When the Roman commander told Jesus about his servant, what did Jesus say in return? Did he say, "Shall I come and heal him?" Or, "She sells seashells by the seashore?" Or, "Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat." You say that 10 times fast, it's really hard. Okay, let me hear your answer in 3, 2, 1. You're so smart. Jesus asked the commander if he should come and heal the man who was sick. So what happened next? What did the Roman commander say back to Jesus? Did he say, "Isn't my helmet cool?" Or did he say, "Just say the word and my servant will be healed"? Or, "Watch this, I can do 10 push-ups." Let's hear your answers in 3, 2, 1. That's right. The commander said to Jesus, "Lord, I'm not good enough to have you come into my house, but just say the word, and my servant will be healed. I myself am a man under authority, and I have soldiers who obey my orders." The commander understood what it was like to be respected. He was a man who had authority over other people, And he had people who were in charge over him. And the commander showed great respect for Jesus. He not only recognized who Jesus is, but also what Jesus can do. He believed that Jesus' power is so great that all Jesus had to do was speak a word and his servant would be healed. So what happened next? How did Jesus respond to the Roman commander's faith? Did Jesus feel nervous, silly, or amazed? Let me hear your answers in 3, 2, 1. Jesus was amazed by what the Roman commander had said. He turned to the people who were with him and said, "What I'm about to tell you is true. In Israel, I have not found anyone whose faith is so strong." Wow, what a compliment from Jesus. Did you know this response from Jesus would have shocked Jesus' followers? They assumed that you had to be Jewish to be part of God's kingdom. But Jesus made it clear that anyone who has faith can be his follower. Okay, one last question for you. What happened after Jesus complimented the commander on his faith? Did Jesus dance a jig, sing a song, or heal the servant? Let me hear your answer in 3, 2, 1. Of course, beep, beep. That's right. Jesus said to the Roman commander, "Go. It will be done just as you believed it would." And his servant was healed at that moment. Wow, what a story. Thank you all for playing today's exciting edition of What Happened Next? The commander in this story knew there was something very special about Jesus. He had heard the stories of Jesus' teaching and miracles, and he had great respect for Jesus. When Jesus saw the commander's faith, he was very impressed. He healed the commander's servant and showed that anyone can be a follower of Jesus. It's important for us to respect the people around us. And this story also reminds us of how we should show respect to God. The commander recognized that Jesus is the Son of God. And like the Roman commander did, we should put God first in everything we do. Remember, God is most important.